Welcome to the final video in this series of diagram drawing. In this final one, we will be looking at how to draw the diagrams as well as what are the exclamation points for formation of cave, arc, and stack. Now please note, depending on the question itself, if the question only talks about formation of cave, you only need to sketch to the point where the cave is formed. If they talked about an arc, then you include the parts of the cave plus the arc. If they talk about stack, then unfortunately you will need to sketch everything until the end. If it's until the stack, you should be sketching a total of about 4 to 5 diagrams. Okay, so let's begin. Now, how are caves formed? First and foremost, the cliff face of a headland is eroded by corrosion and hydraulic action. Now, why does it erode? The side of it is through wave refraction. Okay, remember when we talked about this last week's lesson? Okay, through wave refraction, right, the waves bend inwards and will attack the headland. So whatever weaknesses there are on the headland, fractures or notches in the cliff face are widened as a result of this. So over time, a notch is deepened and a cave is formed. Now once you have the cave that is formed, right, there is now a depression within the cliff face itself. Okay, wave refraction will not stop. It will continue and the water will continue to rush in. Solution of minerals of the rocks, minerals in the rocks happen because now this interior of the cave is constantly being soaked in seawater. Hydraulic action and corrosion continue, and give it enough time, the walls of the cave will break through. Okay, once it breaks through, the water will rush through, and then the feature you have there will be an arc. Now from this point, the arc to the final form, which is the stack at the end there, is done largely by gravity itself. So over time, wind actually and gravity will erode the bottom of the arc. Wind that's rushing through it, as well as with over a period of time there will be fracturing, and with gravity the arc itself may collapse, leaving behind a self-standing piece that is now called the stack. So this is how you end up from a cave to a stack. I would like to repeat here once again, if the question only talks about formation of a cave, you will only need to draw the diagrams until the cave. Explanation points will only be until the cave. However, if you are fortunate enough to get the question where it leads all the way to the stack, you need to draw every single one of the diagrams that you will see subsequently and include all the factor points that you've seen so far. Okay. So what we're going to do now is, once again, I'm going to show you how this set of drawings are to be done. Please, once again, remember the box size. Okay, minimum box size 10 to 12 cm by 6 cm. Okay, so enjoy the video. Okay, now that you have seen the video one round of it, right, please proceed to review it one more time before attempting to use to sketch your own version of the diagrams on piece of foolscap paper. Okay, so you have the remaining time of the lesson to attempt this. If you run out of time, you can go home and attempt this as today's homework. Okay, so when we come back tomorrow on Friday, you should have this completed, ready for submission. Please note that this submission is hard copy, not soft copy. right? If you are sketching it on your slates, right, instead of on paper, I will need you to print it out. Okay, ideally, I don't want you to sketch on your slates because in the exam you need to practice sketching on paper. Okay, so the feel and affordance is different, right? So get it done on paper. Good luck.